It is just 3 short days before the deadline to find a compromise in the budget battle. A meeting between the governor and Republican leaders was held behind closed doors today. It only lasted an hour. Pat Kessler's keeping track of the countdown to the shutdown. So, Pat, were they able to get anything done today?
Activity, but no apparent progress, Frank. The governor and legislative leaders met behind closed doors. When they came out, they refused to say what they talked about. Meanwhile, Republicans went to Stillwater, and they said the shutdown there could put lives at risk. 30% of the patients at Stillwater Hospital come from Wisconsin, many across this old lift bridge. Republican leaders say closing the bridge is a symbol of a government shutdown that doesn't need to be, but will affect health and safety.
The folks in ambulances and families with pregnant moms trying to get to the hospital are going to come to a bridge and they're going to see a close sign.
GOP leaders are amping up the pressure on Governor Dayton, contacting every state employee by email, telling them their jobs and paychecks will continue without interruption if Dayton would only agree to the Republican budget. Meanwhile, the governor and Republican leaders met behind closed doors, emerging after an hour, calling the talks cordial, but no deal and no odds on whether there will be.
Either one is possible, but we will and that we won't. And I'm not going to lay odds on it, but those are the two possibilities. We're committed to doing everything possible with these negotiations to avoiding a shutdown.
Back in Stillwater, Republicans renewed their call to Governor Dayton for a special session now, even if there's no agreement yet.
Minnesotans are ready for summer. They don't want to shut down. We don't want to shut down. There's only one person in the whole state that can prevent that, and that's the governor, by calling us back into special session.
Now, the Minnesota Transportation Department today put the Stillwater lift bridge on a list of essential services in a shutdown, but there's no guarantee that it will be. And that's why, Frank, the mayor of Stillwater today asked Governor Dayton to activate the National Guard to operate that bridge if it needs that kind of help.
Wow. Hey, Pat, in the bigger picture, I heard last week that we are the only state in the union, even though many of them had deficits like us, that wasn't able to balance our budget in the correct time. Is that correct?
There are a number of states that have struggled just like Minnesota, and some of them faced a shutdown. So Minnesota's budget deficit is not unusual. It is larger than many other state deficits, but a lot of them have already resolved it either by cuts or by tax increases and cuts together. So it's a mixed bag all across the country.
All right, Pat, thank you.